Hey, friends, and welcome back to English Podcast for Listening and Speaking. It's truly wonderful to have you join me again, or for the very first time, on this quiet journey of language. Here, we explore the beauty of English, not through textbooks or hurried lessons, but through calm, engaging stories and gentle reflections. It's a space designed for you to simply listen, relax, and let the words flow over you, helping you to feel more comfortable and confident with English, one soft word at a time. If this episode helps you, if it brings a moment of peace or a new understanding, I'd love it if you liked, subscribed, or left a kind comment. Your support truly helps this space grow and reach more learners, just like you. Now, get comfortable. Maybe pour yourself a warm cup of tea, or just settle deeper into your favorite chair. Let's create a calm space together, right here, right now, as we begin to explore a truly profound idea. It's a simple thought, yet one that holds immense power for how we live and how we learn. The topic we're going to gently walk through today is change your habits, change your life. This isn't about dramatic transformations or sudden huge leaps. Instead, it's about the quiet, consistent whispers of change that build up day after day, until you suddenly look back and realize just how far you've come. It's about understanding that our lives truly are woven from the threads of our daily habits. I remember a time not so long ago when I felt a little adrift. My days felt unstructured, and I often ended them feeling like I hadn't really accomplished anything meaningful, even if I'd been busy. I had big dreams, yes, but they felt so far away, almost like distant stars I could never reach. The idea of changing my life felt overwhelming, like trying to move a mountain with my bare hands. It seemed impossible. Then, a friend, in a very calm and gentle way, suggested something small, something almost insignificant. She said, "Why don't you just try writing one sentence in a journal every evening? Just one. No pressure." One sentence. That felt manageable. It wasn't about writing a novel or even a paragraph, just a single quiet thought before sleep. So, I started. Some nights, it truly was just one sentence. Maybe, today was sunny, or I felt tired. Other nights, a second sentence might appear, then a third. And then, something beautiful began to happen. That tiny, almost invisible habit, like a tiny seed planted in soft soil, started to grow. It wasn't a dramatic overnight change. It was slow. It was gentle. What I noticed first was a feeling of quiet awareness. Just the act of reflecting on my day, even for a moment, brought a little more peace. I started noticing small joys I'd otherwise missed. After a few weeks, I began to see patterns in my feelings, in my energy. The habit of writing just one sentence gradually expanded into a few paragraphs, then a page. It became a space where I could untangle my thoughts, acknowledge my feelings, and simply be with myself. And the most surprising part? This tiny habit, this daily whisper of self-reflection, began to ripple out into other areas of my life. Because I was more aware, I started making slightly better choices about what I ate or when I went to bed. I found myself feeling a little more organized, a little less rushed. The overwhelming feeling of change in my life slowly faded, replaced by the gentle knowing that by changing these tiny daily habits, my life was, in fact, change in itself. It was becoming more intentional, more peaceful, more truly my own. This is the profound truth we'll explore today. How the small, consistent actions we take each day, often without even thinking about them, are shaping who we are and what our lives become. It's not about forcing yourself into uncomfortable routines, but about gently cultivating new ways of being that truly serve you, like tending a garden where beautiful things can grow. It's about building a bridge, one small step at a time, towards the life you truly wish to live. So, as we continue, let's hold on to this idea of gentle, consistent growth. Think of the habits you already have, both the ones that serve you and perhaps those that don't. And let's open our minds to the quiet power of simply changing one small thing and watching how it can gently, yet profoundly, change everything. It's a journey of self-discovery, of quiet strength, and of building a life that feels authentically, wonderfully like yours. Now, as we continue our gentle journey into the world of habits, let's pause for a moment and explore some key words that can help us talk about this process in English. These aren't just words. They are concepts that help us understand how change happens slowly and beautifully. Our first word, and one you've already heard me use, is cultivate. To cultivate means to try to acquire or develop a quality or a skill over time, like how a gardener cultivates plants. It's a gentle, patient process. When we cultivate a habit, we are nurturing it, helping it grow. For example, you might say, I want to cultivate a habit of reading before bed. It's about careful, intentional growth. Can you try saying it with me? Cultivate. Next, we have consistency. Consistency is about doing something regularly in the same way over and over. It's the steady, reliable rhythm that makes habits strong. Think about brushing your teeth every morning and every night. That's consistency. It's not about perfection, but about showing up again and again. For instance, consistency is more important than intensity when building new habits. Let's say it slowly. Consistency. Our third word is routine. A routine is a sequence of actions regularly followed. It's the path we walk every day without much thought. Waking up at the same time, having a morning coffee, taking a short walk. These can all be part of a routine. Routines help us automate good behaviors. You could say, my morning routine helps me start the day feeling calm. Try saying, routine. Then there's momentum. Momentum is like the feeling of a bicycle picking up speed once you start pedaling. In habits, it's the sense of progress and flow that builds up as you continue. The more you do something, the easier it becomes, and the more momentum you gain. We might say, after a few weeks, I felt I was gaining momentum with my new exercise habit. Can you feel the word as you say it? Momentum. The fifth word is sustainable. When something is sustainable, it means it can be maintained over a long period without causing problems or running out of energy. A habit that is sustainable is one you can keep doing easily without feeling exhausted or overwhelmed. It's about finding a pace that works for you, not just for a few days, but for weeks, months, or even years. For example, it's better to build a small, sustainable habit than a big one you can't keep up. Let's practice. Sustainable. Next, we have incorporate. To incorporate means to take something in or include it as part of a larger whole. When we incorporate a new habit, we are gently weaving it into the fabric of our existing daily life. It's like adding a new, beautiful thread to a tapestry. You could say, I want to incorporate more quiet time into my busy day. Feel the word in your mouth. Incorporate. Our seventh word is trigger. A trigger is an event or circumstance that causes a particular action or situation to start. In the world of habits, a trigger is what cues your brain to perform a certain action. It could be seeing your running shoes by the door or the sound of your alarm clock. For example, drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning is a good trigger for my healthy eating habit. Let's say it together. Trigger. Finally, let's consider the word setback. A setback is a reversal or an arrest in progress. It's when things don't go as planned, when you miss a day, or feel like you've taken a step backward. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey of change, and they don't mean you've failed. They are just moments to learn from and gently readjust. You might reflect, I had a small setback with my journaling this week, but I'll start again tomorrow. Let's say setback. These words, cultivate, consistency, routine, momentum, sustainable, incorporate, trigger, and setback, are like gentle tools for us to understand and talk about the beautiful process of changing our habits and, in turn, shaping our lives. As you continue your own journey, notice how these words might appear in your thoughts or conversations. As we gently explore the landscape of our habits, it's natural to think about our past. What have we done? What have we tried? And how do those experiences influence us now? There's a beautiful way in English to talk about these kinds of past actions, especially when they still feel connected to our present moment, or when they've shaped who we are today. This is where the present perfect tense becomes our gentle guide. We often form it with have or has and the past participle of a verb. For instance, you might say, I have cultivated a new habit, or she has incorporated quiet time into her routine. It's not about a specific finished time in the past, but about the experience itself and how it lives with us now, influencing our present. It's a way to connect yesterday to today. Perhaps you've been trying to build a new habit like journaling for a while. You might say, I have cultivated a consistent journaling habit over the past few months. This tells us that you started it in the past, and it's still part of your life now, an ongoing journey. The act of cultivating began, and its fruit, the habit, is still present. This particular structure helps us acknowledge the continuity of our efforts. Think about your own experiences for a moment. What is something you have started doing that still feels present in your life? Or maybe you face some challenges on your path. You could reflect, I have had a few setbacks with my exercise routine, but I haven't given up. Here, the setbacks happened at some point in the past, but the feeling of not giving up, that resilience, is very much alive in the present moment. This sentence speaks to an experience that has left an impression on you, teaching you perseverance. It's about the journey and the lessons learned, not just a single point in time. We also use this tense to talk about things we've never done but might want to, connecting our past experiences or lack thereof to our hopes for the future. For example, you might softly say to yourself, I have never tried meditating, but I want to incorporate it into my morning routine. This expresses a past state, never having done it, with a present desire or plan. It beautifully bridges what has been with what could be. The present perfect helps us weave our past experiences into our present story, acknowledging the continuous flow of our lives and how our previous efforts, big or small, successful or challenging, still resonate within us today. It's a gentle reminder that our past actions contribute to who we are, right here, right now. It allows us to hold our entire journey with tenderness. Now, let's gently bring all these beautiful words and grammar patterns together. It's like gathering different threads and weaving them into a soft blanket of understanding. We've talked about cultivating habits and using the present perfect to share our journey. Let's try saying some sentences together, very slowly, so you can feel the words on your tongue. Remember, the goal is not perfection, but connection, connecting with the language and with yourself. Please repeat after me. I have cultivated a quiet morning routine. Pause for repetition. It has helped me feel more peaceful. Pause for repetition. She has incorporated daily gratitude into her life. Pause for repetition. It has made a big difference for her well-being. Pause for repetition. We have faced some setbacks, but we haven't given up. Pause for repetition. Our perseverance has grown stronger with each step. Pause for repetition. You are doing wonderfully. Just feeling the rhythm of the words, letting them settle. Now, I want to offer you some gentle prompts, not for me to hear your answers, but for you to explore within yourself, or perhaps in a quiet journal. Think about a habit you've tried to build. What is one habit you have cultivated in your life? How has it changed your daily experience? Take a moment, feel the question, and if you like, form your answer in your mind or whisper it softly aloud. Perhaps you're thinking about something new. Is there a practice you have wanted to incorporate into your life? What do you imagine that habit would feel like? Sometimes we've experienced challenges. Can you recall a time when you have had a setback with a goal, but you haven't given up? What did you learn about your own perseverance in that moment? These are not tests, dear listener, but invitations. Invitations to use these words and this grammar to tell your own quiet story. You can continue this practice on your own, perhaps by writing down your answers in a journal, or simply by reflecting on them as you go about your day. Every time you consciously use a new word or a new grammar pattern, you are cultivating a new habit in your English journey. You are slowly, gently building new neural pathways, making your connection to the language stronger and more natural. Keep nurturing that space for growth. We've journeyed through the quiet landscape of our habits today. Remember how we began thinking about those tiny, almost invisible shifts we make each day? How they ripple outwards, shaping our lives in ways we might not even notice at first. It's often those gentle, consistent steps, the habit of quiet reflection, the practice of kindness, the steady effort in learning English, that truly transform us. We spoke about how we can cultivate these habits, nurturing them like delicate plants until they grow strong and resilient. And we remembered that even when we face challenges, our perseverance is a beautiful strength within us. Just as a single drop of water can, over time, carve a path through stone, so too can a small, consistent habit reshape our inner world. It's not about grand gestures, but about the steady, loving attention we give to our intentions, day by day. Every word you listen to, every sentence you repeated, every thought you gently formed in English today, is a testament to your own quiet dedication. I hope this time together has not only offered you new words and phrases, but also a sense of peace and encouragement on your personal journey, both in language learning and in life. It's a wonderful thing, this slow, steady growth. Thank you, dear listener, for spending this time with me. Your presence, your willingness to listen and learn means so much. If this episode helped you feel a little more confident, a little more connected to English today, I'd be so grateful if you considered sharing it with someone else who is also on their own learning path. Just a quiet suggestion, if it feels right. Until next time, please take the best care of yourself, nurture those gentle habits, and keep exploring the wonderful world of learning. Good night, or good morning, wherever you are.